What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Poke Office. My name is Colin. In this video, we're going to talk about my personal investing strategy for the remainder of 2024. Things are moving really fast in the Pokemon space. If my math is correct, there's going to be 6 sets that were released in 2024 by the end of the year, which is crazy. Started off early in January with Paldea Fates, which I think is just an absolute awesome set. Then we had Temporal Forces and Twilight Masquerade and Shrouded Fable. And now we're going to have Stellar Crown coming out. And then we're going to have Surging Sparks. Like, things are moving really, really quickly. And right now we're in the midst of this kind of like lull in the Pokemon space. Back a year ago, 151 was just around the corner. The Japanese set had just released and English was upcoming. And my goodness, Pokemon just seemed like it was exploding. And now we're in this little bit of a lull where Shrouded Fable is more or less not a very liked set. They have some really cool illustration rares, but it's not a set that people are really excited about. Same with Stellar Crown coming out in September. Feels like people just aren't really looking forward to it that much. But then after that, now I've already been reading and watching videos about like, put your money into Surging Sparks. It's going to be absolutely epic. I mean, I think it's too early to tell that, but I'm excited about it too, for sure. It's always exciting to see some Dragon Pokemon, and like the Alolan Executor leak that has come out looks really, really cool. So I think Surging Sparks could be really awesome, especially considering the Japanese portion of that Dragona Paradise is coming out right away with some cool looking cards for sure. So stuff to get excited about. We're going to go over what I'm going to be buying for the rest of the year. So if you like the content, make sure to subscribe to the channel with bell notifications on, hit the like button, leave me a comment either now or after the video, letting me know what you're going to be buying in 2024. I'd love to hear about that and respond to you as well. So number one, if you've ever watched any of my videos, I really like to put my money into every set that Pokemon puts out in English. I'm not a huge Japanese Pokemon person. I have a little bit, but not too much. But English stuff, I always want to give myself a chance, because what happens if they short print a set, or what happens if the set isn't liked right now, but 2 years from now it is? So I always try and buy a little bit of everything. So kind of my number one on the list is that I'm going to buy a little bit of Shrouded Fable. Well, I already have, actually. And then I'm going to buy a little bit of Stellar Crown, and then I'm going to buy a little bit of Surging Sparks. I might buy a little bit more Surging Sparks than a little bit, but that's kind of my always strategy. I want to get a little bit of everything so that I'm going to hit the winners. I might hit some of the losers, but overall it's going to average out, and I'm going to have some of everything. And then if one goes really crazy like Evolving Skies did, I'm going to have some of it, rather than like, oh no, I missed it. I missed the bus on Evolving Skies. So I don't want that to happen to me in any new set. So in that case, let's get to number one, Stellar Crown, which is coming out on September 13th. So I always pre-order some of the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes. Just a habit of mine. They're still available on Pokemon Center, at least in Canada, $77.99 Canadian. I just like to have the Pokemon Center ones. I think the promos add a lot of value there with the Pokemon Center stamp on them, and I just think they're kind of cool. But then usually when I'm buying new stuff, I end up going for the booster boxes. And this set, like I said in the intro, not a ton to get excited about, though I do think the illustration rares, I'll get my head out of the way here, look really, really cool. I really like the Bulbasaur and the and the Squirtle, because they kind of go along with that Obsidian Flames Charmander promo. I think those are really cool. Cinderace is really cool. This Zeraora looks really, really awesome. I like the Joltik. I mean, I like lots of these cards. I think they look pretty cool. And then I think these two cards down here are going to be some of the big chase cards if you haven't seen them yet. The Briar Special Illustration Rare and the Lacey Special Illustration Rare. The artwork does look really cool on those. The other like Pokemon Special Illustration Rares, I don't know if I'm too fond of them, though I am really excited to see the rainbow borders on some of these cards. I think they could look pretty cool. All right, number 2 on the list, and you got to hear what I have to say before judging me with this take. Okay, on my last video, we talked about the Terapagos EX and the Greninja EX Ultra Premium collections and how they're not very Ultra Premium, but they could be a good pickup. And I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm not saying to buy these right off the bat, but I think they could be a good investment in the future, and that's why they're on this list. Because, here's the big because, or the big but, I just have this sneaky suspicion that these things are going to go on sale at the Christmas season this year, because they're really, like, they're getting a lot of hate right now in the Facebook groups and on YouTube. Lots of people saying that these things are going to suck. They're not very ultra premium at all. But that means there might be a great buying opportunity if these things are sitting on the store shelves, just like the Charizard Ultra Premium Collection sat on store shelves for such a long time. Stores couldn't get rid of them, but the smart people seem to be just buying them up at dirt cheap prices. And now look at what they are. If you need to go see some of the more data side of that, you can go check out my last video that came out on UPCs. Because the Charizard UPC, the Arceus UPC, the 151 UPC, all are climbing the charts right now because, I mean, they're not getting printed that much anymore. Well, the Charizard and Arceus ones aren't, and they're off the shelves now because people actually did buy them up for dirt cheap. So I'm not saying to go buy the Greninja or the Terapagos Ultra Premium Collection at full price. I'm saying if these things go on sale, it might be a great opportunity to get a good pack selection in an Ultra Premium Collection. We should just call it a collection because it's not ultra premium, but it might be a good opportunity. That's why that's number 2 on the list. Just, it's on the radar. You got to check it out and see if you can get those things on sale, because ultimately, over time, that's going to be a good pack selection that you can't get anywhere else. Number 3 on the list, and this one I'm really excited about, and I think lots of people are excited about. Surging Sparks comes out in November as well with the UPCs. And honestly, this set seems to be like bringing the popularity back in the Pokemon hobby. People are pretty excited about this set. First of all, I think the artwork on the boxes looks really, really cool. I actually don't mind the Pikachu with the hat on, the Terra hat on. You can get the Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer box on Pokemon Center pre-order right now. And if you don't want to see the spoilers for these cards, you should turn off the video now. But here we go. Surging Sparks. These are some of the leaks that we've seen. So we got the Alolan Executor. Actually looks pretty cool with that crown on the face. The Latios card looks really, really cool. Some of the illustration rares, we got the Latios card. Not too bad. The Execute and whatever this Pokemon is, Shiinotic. I mean, these are some cool looking cards. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm pretty excited about that. So Surging Sparks, definitely on the list of what we're going to be buying in the Poke Office space for the live breaks that we do on the channel. But also I want to keep at least a case of this set sealed in the personal investment collection for the long-term hold, because I think this set could be a really, really popular one just based on the rumblings around social media spaces right now. So I think Surging Sparks is going to be a big one that starts this avalanche or the snowball effect of bringing people back into the Pokemon hobby yet again. In my opinion, it just always goes in these sine waves, up, down, up, down. Right now, we're on the down, but I think Surging Sparks is going to be where that hits the bottom and starts on the up and up yet again. Because here's what's coming is there's a new Eevee set that's going to be the high class set in Japanese called Terastal Festival. Let's take a look. PokeBeach posted this a while ago already, June 25th. We can now confirm Terastal Festival is the name of Japan's annual high class pack set. It will release on Friday, December 6th. So this right here, I mean, it's featuring Eevee and its evolutions as Pokemon EX. Presumably they'll be Terra Pokemon. I think that this just has a chance. It has a chance at being like another Eevee Heroes. There's differences. Eevee Heroes was just a regular, I think, box of Japanese Pokemon cards. This is going to be the high class pack, but it has all the evolutions. How do you go wrong? I'm going to be certainly buying some of these Japanese booster boxes to get in stock early. I'm just not willing to take a chance, and maybe they'll get cheaper as time goes on, but I'm definitely going to want to open a few of these, but I'm definitely going to want to keep a few of these Terastal Festival booster boxes sealed as well, because EVs just seem to be so popular. And a high-class set, that means there's probably going to be God Pack opportunities. Lots of the high-class sets, I think every high-class set I've ever opened has like a hit in every single pack. I mean, they're just super fun to open. So definitely looking forward to that. And odds are pretty darn good that this Terastal Festival set is going to be the next English specialty set in Pokemon cards for early 2025. That's just the way things tend to happen. We had V-Star Universe turn into Crown Zenith. Then we had Shiny Treasures EX turn into Paldean Fates. Now Terastal Festival, probably going to be the new specialty set of January 2025 would be my guess. I don't think I've ever seen anything detailing that yet, but that's just my guess, and it would make sense based on the way Pokemon has run in the past. While we're looking into future, I know this video is about remainder of 2024, but part of the remainder of 2024 is going to be saving my pennies, just like probably some of you are thinking, for the upcoming sets. We're going to have trainer Pokemon in upcoming sets, and there's still the leaked and whatever. They teased it in at Pokemon Worlds 2024 is the Team Rocket set, and I think that is just going to be a total banger. I just said it about Surging Spark, that we're on a little bit of a downward trend on the sine curve. Then it's going to start coming back up with this Eevee set, and then Team Rocket set, and trainer Pokemon sets. I mean, it's going to go back, and I just think Pokemon is going to explode in 2025, meaning that the remainder of 2024 might be good to start like being careful about what you invest in Pokemon, so that you do have some opportunities as these amazing sets that we're looking forward to come out in 2025. That's kind of the plan, though I'm still going to be spending some money, grabbing some stuff. I'm just going to be careful. I want to get stuff on a good deal, which is like the whole basis of my Pokemon investing thing. Buy early, buy cheap, and then let it ride, baby. I mean, you know it if you've watched any of my content and like my content. I buy some of every set. I try and buy it when it's really cheap, and then you just hold it and make some good gains. I've gained like 50% on my investments in the last year and a half. So I'm totally fine with that. I couldn't do any better anywhere else. So we should go over that actually on another upcoming video. So I'll keep that in mind, showing actually how my investments have done over the last year and a half. So I've lost count, but two more things that are kind of on my radar. The Costco's in Canada actually have just started receiving the 151 Ultra Premium collections. I was going to mention this when we were talking about the other UPCs, but right now they're $119 Canadian at Costco for the 151 Ultra Premium collections. On TCG Player, these are already $137.83 market price. That's USD. So now we're talking like $160. So just overnight, you're kind of making $50 on a $119 purchase. Now, I'm not saying that you can just go buy it at Costco in Canada and then sell it right away. Probably not the way it works, because people realize in Canada that you can buy these for a little bit cheaper. But I still think $119 is a pretty solid price point for a 151 Ultra Premium collection, because you do get those promo cards and you get the 16 packs. It's a pretty solid purchase. So I'll probably be adding a couple of those to the cart as I can get them. And then the other thing that I wanted to say is that I'm still going to try and just add a few more of like the 2024 and 2023 Pokemon stuff to my investment portfolio over the remaining months of 2024. Most notably, I think Twilight Masquerade has just really exceeded expectations from everyone in the Pokemon space. There was a lot of like that kind of low negative talk about Twilight Masquerade before it released, just like there is right now on Shrouded Fable and Stellar Crown. And yet Twilight Masquerade over-delivered. Like, people were loving it. I've told the story multiple times on the channel, but at Card Party, people were eating up Twilight Masquerade like nobody's business. And I just think it's a super, super fun set. The other one that I'm quite low on in inventory personally is Paldea Evolved, because we ripped a bunch of it a few months back on a live stream, and I haven't restocked it yet. So that's definitely on my radar to add a few more booster boxes of Paldea Evolved as well. Okay, so just to recap, we talked about moving forward in Pokemon investing for 2024. I like to have some of everything, so that means that I'm probably going to buy a few ETBs of Shrouded Fable that just came out because of that like month-long delay on the ETBs. Then we have Stellar Crown coming out. I feel like the mood around Stellar Crown, not good at all, but it could always change. The mood around Twilight Masquerade was not very strong either, and it turned out to be quite a strong set. So who knows with Stellar Crown? I just like to have a little bit of everything so that I have a chance at the winners all the time. Then I think that Surging Sparks is just going to be that catalyst that moves the pendulum in the good direction for Pokemon TCG. And then we have a huge 2025 coming. So there's going to be some buy-in for the remainder of 2024 for my personal Pokemon investments. There's also going to be some saving for 2025 for my personal Pokemon investments, including for the trainers Pokemon that are coming out. We got the Terastal Festival like Eevee set in Japan. Probably buy a few Japanese booster boxes. Definitely lots of the English Eevee set if that comes in January 2025. And then we have the Team Rocket set that's coming at some point in 2025 as well. I think Pokemon TCG is just absolutely going to explode in 2025. So I want to be really ready for it. And then, of course, we talked about that I'm going to just probably add a little bit of like the 2023 and 2024 Scarlet and Violet stuff if I can get it on a good deal. The holiday season is coming, so that's always a great time to look for deals and look for maybe good buying opportunities when prices are low. So with that being said, if you like the content, make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you're not, leave me a comment down below. What do you like? What are you going to buy? Are you just saving your pennies for Team Rocket? Or that seems to be like the general flavor of the Pokemon hobby right now, saving money for the upcoming sets. Anyways, let's open up 10 packs and see if we can get some pulls, because that's what Pokemon is all about, baby. All right, I still have yet to pull the Cassiopeia from Shrouded Fable, so that's what we're going after today. I mean, the set is not a good set, I don't think, but it's definitely better than people give it credit for. Lots of people are saying it's like, oh, right off the bat? Can you imagine? I pulled a special illustration rare last time right off the bat. This is good news. This is really good news. I do like the Okie Dokie, though it's not worth that much. The Pheasantipity is the second card, I think. I haven't looked in a while. But come on, baby. 3, 2, 1. Okie Dokie EX. All right. Special illustration rare. Pulled on the first pack of the video. How do you go wrong with that? How do you go wrong with that? Honestly, I think I bought 250 packs up front for the channel, and we've gotten a lot of special illustration rares. The pull rates don't seem, in my experience, to be as tough as what lots of people were saying. But, I mean, again, I've only opened 150, 160 packs, so maybe that's something too. But I do thoroughly enjoy pulling special illustration rares when they come, so that's awfully fun. Come on. Also, I recently just opened up One Piece for the first time, and I didn't love it, which is probably a good thing. The less TCGs I'm into, probably the better for the bank account. Oh, man. Pheasantipity. All right, that's a good card. It's worth a couple bucks. Worth a couple bucks. Imagine pulling a second special illustration rare in these 10 packs. I would take that all day long. But still no Cassiopeia. Also, the illustration rares on this set are wild. Like the Horsey is really good. The Persian is awesome. And the last time I opened it, I pulled 2 Bewares out of 10 packs. Kind of crazy. The Fracture is really, really cool. Lots of really, really cool Pokemon. Ultimately, Pokemon is just so, so fun. Absolutely love it. But I'm just like actually such a big believer that Pokemon is going in the right direction. Revavrim, nice. With the trainer Pokemon, another Eevee set. Like, how do you not do another Eevee set based on how popular Eevees have become in recent times? And then the Rocket Pokemon is just going to be absolutely epic. That hasn't been out in like, I don't know, 15 years. They haven't done a Rocket set, I think. Something like that. So that is going to be an absolute bangarang of a set. And I do really think, like, Scarlet and Violet has been a lot about new Pokemon, but they've also sprinkled in a lot of nostalgia, which I think is probably a good thing, because that's like, it's all the 30. Ooh. Yes, sir. Persian. Oh my goodness gracious. This is a killer video. Come on, baby. What a great card. Tell me there's not batching issues in Pokemon, because out of these packs, quite a few Okie Dogies have come out. 2 Persians now. 2 Bewares. Like, just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Anyways, this is the last pack, and on to the nostalgia stuff. Like, it's the 30 and 40-year-olds that have tons of money for Pokemon these days. So I think Pokemon's doing a really good thing. Here we go. Last pack. And nothing. But how do you complain about that? The top illustration rare of the set, and a special illustration rare, and 2 regular EXs? Hot diggity dog. AKA Okie Dogie. Anyways, that's going to do it for me at the Poke Office. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit all those buttons for me. And until my next one, peace!